it feels good. We had our first practice before, we went in for spring break, and to be back on the field, it feels good. I miss being on the field, miss being around my brothers, so just ready to get it started.
How's it feel being one of the old guys in the inside linebacker in there?
It's crazy because I remember when I first came in, I was a freshman, puppy, having to sit back and watch the older guys, see how it's done. And now that I'm the older guy in the room, aside from, Josh McMillan, it's a great feeling.
What kind of player is he? We don't hear much about Josh McMillan. What kind of player is he on and off the field?
He's really the type of player, he does his job and, and leave. Kind of like me, he's not really that much talkative. Like I said, we have a lot in common, so for me and him to be in the same room now and leading it, I feel comfortable being beside him and going out on the field and doing what we have to do.
How about Ale, too? Ale Kaba?
He's doing good. Like I said, he's still transitioning. He's just taking his time trying to, fill himself out and, still trying to get better. And like I said, I've been in his shoes before and, trying to build and, see where you fit at in the process. So while he's going through that process, I've been helping him out, trying to be a big brother to him.
Do you feel like a leader, or is it still figuring out where you stand?
No, I definitely feel like a leader. There's a lot of guys that, watch me, look up to me, and they try and, see what I'm doing, most adversity situations whenever those situations come into play. So, I take on the leadership role, from the bull with the horns and stuff like that, and I just do what I got to do. It's no pressure.
Do you expect to be that play caller this year and kind of be the one that is the go-between between the coaching staff, the defensive coordinator, and the rest of the defense?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm really excited, to be able to have that position. I always wanted it, and that was something, me and Coach Saban spoke about. Whenever I first came in to the program, and whenever I was a recruit as well. So to finally be able to be the Mike linebacker, the quarterback of the defense, I'm happy. I'm excited.
How much did you pick up from Mac in that role?
I picked up a lot. Mac is a great player. He's a great leader. When I was playing Will at the time, I had to sit back and watch him, and he made a play call. I had to echo it. So while I was sitting back, kind of like being a shadow in a sense. I was really, trying to watch him for whenever it's my time to come and be Mike and be in the spotlight. So.
You're obviously going to work with Coach Goldie. I know he had some opportunity last year to call plays. How do you kind of anticipate him now that it is his position, the defensive coordinator? How do you envision him transitioning?
I'm really happy that he's a defensive coordinator. Because he's my position coach. I'm really comfortable with him. I have a really great relationship with Coach Pete. He's from Louisiana, from Hammond, Louisiana. That's like 30, 45 minutes away from Baton Rouge. So we have strong ties, and for him to be the defensive coordinator now, I'm really proud of him, and I'm happy and I'm ready for the season.
What was that experience up in Indianapolis like, where you got to kind of taste of what you may encounter, I guess, maybe in a year or two with the NFL Combine?
Oh, it was a really great experience. Just going out there, being around a lot of great athletes and being around NCAA and all that, because they were giving us just a lot of information on how to deal with the process of dealing with people that will come to you, just to get things out of you, or agents or boosters and such, and just how to go about the process. I just feel like that was much needed information, and it's a really good program, and I'm happy that someone incorporated that, so it can help young athletes.
How much did you learn from that versus say what you already knew? I guess just by being around other NFL players that have come back.
Yeah, most of the stuff I really knew already, but one of the topics that they spoke about that I was really interested in was like the financial advisors and whatnot, and that's really tricky business whenever you're working with someone that has to literally be hands-on with your money. So like I said, I was really in tune with it, and I wrote down a lot of notes and whatnot, so it was good.
What do you think? What does this defense have to prove coming off of last season?
It's really just finishing. I feel like last year, we start the game off first half, do good, and the offense will put up a lot of points in the second half, and be more lax. And I just feel like this year we can't look at the scoreboard. We got to finish the game and just dominate. Keep putting our foots on the opposing team's throat, and just finish. That goes into a game situation and throughout the entire season. Because guys get tired towards the end of the season. I just feel like we just need to finish.
What is it about the Mike linebacker position particularly that seems to fit your game? Do you feel like you'll be a natural with that?
I've always been natural at it because ever since Little League and high school, I always played Mike linebacker. So it just gave me free range to run from sideline to sideline. And pretty much all I have to do is make the calls. And, playing position here is just like all you're doing is covering a running back, when you're dropping in coverage or if it's not a zone coverage. So for me, it's like it's less to think about. All I got to do is, make the calls and run wherever I got to run, So like I said, I'm happy. I'm overjoyed to be able to be playing position again.
We've heard some guys say it can sometimes take years to learn this defense. How close to, maybe not a full knowledge, but how comfortable are you with that role?
I'm really comfortable with it. Like I said, my freshman year, I'll struggle with it at first. I'm more so of a perfectionist. I try and get everything right. And, you gonna mess up, from time to time. But, it took me 11 months to learn the defense, and my entire sophomore year, that pretty much like secured it. Like I for sure know it now. So like this year, I'm just like going through this spring. I'm really like looking at it as like a business now. I'm not really worried about the plays. Not worried about anything else. So every time I step on that field, it's a business type environment. I literally flip a switch in my head and leader mode, linebacker mode. Like, got to do what I got to do. So
You get a sense that there's a renewed emphasis on physicality. I mean, Christian Miller said that they kind of gone back to some of the old weight room methods, I guess, that maybe Coach Cochran had, had it when the program was kind of just starting the dynasty, I guess.
I don't even know about that because, since I've been at Bama, it's pretty much been the same thing every single day. So I haven't really noticed a change.
Yeah, how have you and how have you seen Pete? How have you taken ownership of this defense? Being the Mike of this defense, and how have you seen Pete kind of take ownership as the coordinator now?
I can see him being more like vocal. He was vocal last year, but he's even more vocal this year. He's really more accountable, he's accountable himself, and he makes other guys accountable for their actions. And he leads by example. He does what he's supposed to do. And he's a great coach. And like I said, I look up to him, and I try and model myself after him as far as like the accountability part and being responsible and just doing the little things, because it's all about that.